Have you ever thought to yourself, is it okay to leave a drink unattended in a dance scene? Hello, my beautiful subscribers. Rasa the dancer is here. And today's topic, I can't believe we haven't talked about it yet. Because when I heard a comment about it, I was like, this is so obvious to talk about. So we're talking about it. I mean, we all been there, right? We go out dancing and salsa, bachata, kizomba, whatever. And whether you're drinking alcohol or you're drinking soft drinks or even water, how many times you were drinking, you leave your glass, you go have a dance, you come back, and there's few other glasses around and you're wondering which one is mine. What do? Do you pick one and just drink? Do you leave it? Do you smell whether that's your cocktail or not? How do you know which one is your drink? And is it safe and good to leave it and then pick it up again? This is what we're going to be talking about right now. All right, so first of all, let's start with this. Our dancing environment for salsa, bachata, and kizomba or zouk or, those kind of places, it's a different environment for sure than going to a club where, people wait in a line and then go toots, toots, toots. And it's like thousands of people that you don't know and they come for different reasons. It's a different environment. So we do feel safer. However, because of that safety feeling, because we all there a family, we know each other, one person knows the other person, whatever, we tend to let our guards down. And the reality is you just never know. So to have a little bit of sense, it would be great. I mean, I don't think we need to panic the same as it would be normal clubs. Our environment is completely different. And it depends where you go as well. Like if you go to your community hall where everybody brings their own booze and it's like 100 people there and you know them all, it's different. And, if something happens to you, they would all be helping you and stuff. So it's different than, you're in a club with like thousands of people, right? So you gotta assess your situation and be smart about it. And just remember, yes, our community is one of the safest communities in terms of spiking drinks or something like that. It's one of the safest compared to other places. However, things happen and we don't want to be completely obnoxious to the things that are happening around us. So a little bit of cautious and, don't just, leave your drink with maybe a complete random person, try to be sensible and see whether you could potentially put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Now, you would think that that's the only danger. I would say there's another thing that happens between dancers. And I am guilty of that as well. And I am trying to be more cautious, but I'm dancing since I'm like 4 years old. So my mind is like, it's different. Dancers tend to not be very careful with bacteria, like in general. We dance on the floor all the time. Our feet are always sore, so we touch them. We dance with sweaty people all the time. We hug everybody because we're just friendly. So there's a lot of we're a little bit more free in terms of the whole, diseases and stuff. It sounds so bad, but it's true. So I'm working on this. I'm not, proud the fact that I sometimes do things that really is stupid. So for example, in terms of the drinks, it's not so much that somebody will spike it necessarily, but when you put down even your water, let's say, and there's other cups of water, and if you just pick it up and drink it thinking that this is yours, I mean, I've done it. I confess, but I'm working on it. Now I am doing it less. But sometimes you just the brain lets you, it's just one of those things. But that is bad. That is really, really bad. especially with water. Like if it's an alcoholic drink and you paid a lot of money, I would understand a little bit, like at least the, you don't have a lot of money and you're like, oh, I really paid a lot of money for that drink. But with water, you can go get water, like literally turn around and go another glass of water. That is not a sacrifice to make. You don't know who touched it, who drank it, who spit in it, it's just, and come on, that's just bad. This is like DNA passing over to another human at its best, okay? So I think, and as I say, I'm working on it myself, and I've done it. I admit it, I spoke the truth. But I am trying to be really aware of the fact when I'm grabbing my water, and if I see other waters, I let it go and I'm like, I can get another water, right? So that part is definitely bad. Leave the water, get another glass, no big deal. So we talked about water, but now the alcoholic drinks, right? So with alcoholic drinks, as I say, I understand. Here in London especially, it costs a lot if you're going out and you're having a drink. So you put it there and then suddenly there's few other drinks and you can't recognize which one is yours. What do? Try them and figure it out? Of course not. You can't, don't do that, okay? So what I like to do is few things. First, if I have a drink that is like a glass and it's a full glass, maybe like some sort of mixture, then I like to always have an idea of where I'm putting it. I don't put it random. I put it in some sort of place. So maybe it's like the last drink in the corner. Maybe it will be some place where there's no drinks, like an unusual place where to put a drink. Maybe I will see on the dance floor, but like a corner behind a curtain. I will hide my drink behind the curtain. So now with my drinks, if it's a full drink, I try to think like that. I don't just randomly put it down and then try to figure it out. If I'm putting my drink down, I'm very intentional of finding a place where I would immediately recognize that that's my drink. Number two, another thing that you can do if you're at the bar, you can ask a bartender to mark your drink, like your glass. They have pens in the bar all the time. Or you can ask for a lime to put in your drink just to distinguish a little bit more. Maybe ask for 2 limes because somebody else might have 1, right? So you can ask actually at the bar something to make your drink a little bit different, right? If you're a girl, you might maybe walk around when you go into a club with a little, rubber band to put your hair, and you can put it on your cup just to distinguish that this is your cup. Because if you lose that, nobody cares, right? You get another one. But it's like a mark, you put it on your cup and you know that it's your cup, or like something like that, right? But another thing that I will say, this is one of the biggest reasons why I usually, if I'm going out, I will have a shot. I have a shot and then I go dance. I dance. If I feel like it's a time for me to have a drink, I'll have another shot. Why? I don't want to be standing around with my drink, putting it down, bringing up, putting it down, it's for me, it's exhausting. And a lot of the time, somebody might even clean it up. You have still a little bit of drink left and they take it away. Oh, the anger and the fire. How many times that happened? Oh, I'm fuming when that happens. So now usually you will see me, I'll have a shot, I'll have a dance, few dances. If I want something more, I'll have another shot, right? So, or if I'm in a place like a congress where it's a hotel and you can go back to your room to have a drink or whatever, that's different. But if you're in a club, I say, talk to the bartender, make a mark on your drink, make it distinguished, or see where you can put it so it would, in your memory, stay a little bit more that that's definitely your drink, just to make sure you don't start drinking other people's drinks. Now, here in the end, we're going to talk about a couple of disclaimers in general about drinking. So number one, nobody likes to dance with a person who is drunk, okay? We drink, I drink, and sometimes, I drink a little bit more, but never that I cannot dance, that somebody is just dragging me around. And you know who you are. If you get that drunk that you can't dance, then that's maybe not a place for you. You whether go and drink to a pub or you go out dancing. Drinking and dancing, it's okay, but you need to know where's the place between we all still having fun with you and now you're just bothering everybody else. So that's one. Number two, Ooh, my pet peeve, my pet peeve. There are people who would actually take somebody else's drink knowingly it is not their drink, knowingly. And I know who you are. And I've caught 2 or 3 people already. And I confronted them. And I said, is this your drink? They said, yes. I said, what's in it? And they said something like Coke and rum or something in one of the times. And I said, no, it ain't. And I took the drink. I was like, shame on you. Oh, seriously. And then the other time, I actually was standing next to this girl, and I actually was invited to dance. I put my drink down. I'm going to the dance, and I see through the corner of my eye, she's literally taking my drink and putting it next to her mouth. And it was like a slow-mo movie. I turned around, I grabbed my drink, I take it, and I said, would you like me to buy you a drink? Do you struggle with money to such extent that you steal other people's drink? If you're really suffering, I can buy you a drink. Don't drink my drink. Anyway, so those people, they're like the worst, because that's like a person who has no morals. I remember the time when I had no money. I was poor for many years. I wouldn't even go out for a tea with my drink, with my friends, because I knew I have no money. There was no place for me to be in that tea place. So I would go home and I would be like, one day I will drink the tea. So I don't care you have money or not. That is just low morals, and you are taking something away from somebody else, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, I'm calming down now. I'm calming down. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, of course, use your head. Try not to relax so much in this beautiful dancing environment that we have, that is really one of the safest places that I know. But try not to relax to such extent that you really do something that might be very regretful later, right? So make sure you look after yourself, and hopefully these tips that I gave you will help you to navigate your drinking situation. And if you have any other suggestions, then this is the time for the comments. Make sure in the comments you let people know if you have some sort of great idea of how to protect your drinks, to know which one's yours. Use the comments. And guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Show me some love, like the video, and of course hit the notification bell, because then you'll be notified when new videos come out. And now I will leave you with these other videos of what to do and not to do on the dance floor. And now, goodbye.